Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video of my sports Gematria. I'm going to be doing something vastly different than my normal videos. It's usually just sports Gematria. But for whatever reason, I was up last night and I got into the news story of Gabby Petito's and Brian Laundrie's, um, I guess, road trip that they did this summer, and now she's missing. So I'm asking the question along with everyone else, where's Gabby? I almost didn't want to look into this story just because, me personally, anything that comes from mainstream media, corporate media, it's got to be bullshit one way or another. There's something about it that's probably bullshit one way or another. It might not all be bullshit, but there's always something bullshit about it one way or another. And so that's why I usually don't like decoding news stories, because it's just a lot of it's just bullshit, and a lot of it too, decoding news stories, is hindsight. And most of you who have followed me with my sports gematria know that I talk a lot of crap about hindsight gematria and how unreliable and unrealistic it really is. But we're going to be doing that in this video, so I'm going to be doing something that's highly unreliable and highly unrealistic. So let's get to it, shall we? Where is Gabby? In this video, we'll be talking about the coincidental numerical connections and her fiance's intentionally hidden inverted pentagram artwork. So let's start off with Gabby, her name, and her birthday. Gabrielle Gabby Petito sums to 193 in Gematria. For those of you who are probably new to this channel and don't know what the heck I'm talking about, I'll just give you a quick example. This is Gematria. We pop in the words. Gabrielle Gabby Petito sums to 193, the 44th prime. Gabby was born on the 19th of March, written 19/3. Her full name plus her nickname, Gabby, sums to 193. She has two tattoos. One is a triangle with flowers on her left arm, I believe. And the other is on her right arm, and it reads, "Let it be," in writing. Cursive writing, I believe. Mathematically speaking, the number 193 is the 44th prime number. And the words, "let it be," sum to 44. I'll show you right here. 193, the 44th prime. "Let it be" sums to 44. The words 44 spelt out equal 99, and Gabby was reported missing on September 11th, 2021. This day marked exactly 5 months and 23 days since her birthday. And the number 523 mathematically is the 99th prime number. Pretty fascinating. If you don't believe me, 523 mathematically is the 99th prime number. The number 911, the day that she was missing, September 11th, 9/11, is the 156th prime number, and the words, her full name without her nickname, Gabrielle Petito, sums to 156. So Gabrielle Petito, her name, sums to 156. Gabrielle Petito sums to 156 in basic English. Her name also sums to 87, but we'll get to that as well. But her name sums to Gabrielle Petito, sums to 156. We pop in the number 911. She sees that it's the 156 prime number. And that's the day, September 11th, a missing persons report was officially filed for Gabrielle Petito. Pretty interesting coincidences, I think. Let's look at Brian. Brian's satanic murdering artwork. Now, looking at Brian's Instagram, his first suspected weird artwork was posted on July 8th, 2020. show the image. I'll show you the image. This was his first, I guess, questionable artwork. Posted on July 8, 2020. The caption is a phone number, and it's, you know, a wolf of some sorts with a knife with blood all over him, picking up the phone, you know, dial M for murder, probably. This is his first, I guess, official artwork that he posted on his Instagram. It's pretty bizarre. But the date of 2020, written 7/8 or 8/7, and the words Gabrielle Petito sums to 87. Remember I just showed you that? Gabrielle Petito, 156, 911, the 156 prime. She also sums to 87. This guy's artwork, his first suspected weird murdering artwork, shows up on 7/8 or 8/7 of 2020. And to go a little further, Gabrielle's birthday, March 19th, is the 78th day of the Gregorian year. So her name sums to 87. She was born on the 78th day. Her name sums to 156. She was filed missing reports officially on 9/11, the 156 prime. Her name sums to 87. Her fiancé's first murdering artwork was posted on 7/8 of 2020. The caption is a phone number, 786-519-3708. And if you add these numbers up, 7 plus 8 plus 6 plus 5 plus 1 plus 9 plus 3 plus 7 plus 8, it adds up to the number 54. Why does that matter? Well, the number 44 sums to 54 and 99. We just talked about this number for her birthday. 193, the 44th prime. Her birthday is 19/3, the 44th prime. Her tattoo, Let It Be, sums to 44. 44 sums to 99. Missing persons report was exactly 5 months and 23 days since her birthday. 5/23, the 99th prime number. Her fiance does his first murdering artwork post on 7/8 with a phone number that mathematically sums to the numbers 54. 44 sums to 54.99. Is Brian satanic? You be the judge. This is the second suspected artwork that I found. He posted it a couple days later. I even made a comment below here. But without reading it, I bet, can you even spot the symbolism? Other than the Grim Reapers and the sheep, can you spot the symbolism here? Can you spot the clear satanic symbolism? I'll show you. I'll give you a little help. There it is. It's an inverted pentagram. 1 Grim Reaper, 2 Grim Reaper, 3 Grim Reaper, 4 Grim Reaper, 5 Grim Reaper. 5-pointed star. So I'll bring you back to his first artwork, M for Murder. Is this guy satanic? Does he have satanic beliefs? I don't know. His artwork suggests that he might. The way he intentionally lined up the Grim Reapers looks like a 5-pointed star, inverted. He intentionally did this. And if you look at his business card, if I can zoom in, look at his business card. It's a popsicle knife. That's right. If you eat this popsicle, you will cut your face. Straight up. So his business card is violent. His artwork is violent. Yeah. So is he a satanic individual? I don't know. I mean, he has satanic murdering artwork. Let's keep it going. Dial M for Murder. So his first post of his artwork is a, the wolf with the phone dial, dial M for murder, right? Here's the phone number. That's the phone number you got to dial. In Gematria, the word kill sums to 44 and 17. Again, here's the 44 number. Keep bringing it up. Gabrielle, her birthday, her tattoo, the day she went missing, the caption, the phone number summoned to 54, 44 sums to 54.99. Dial M for murder, the word kill sums to 44 and 17. Gabby only made 17 Instagram posts total on the road trip from start to finish. So if you look at Gabby's Instagram from when they started the road trip on July 2nd to when she made her last post, or whoever made her last post, people, speculate if it was really her. She made 17 Instagram posts total. The word kill, 44 and 17. The word 17 spelt out sums to 44. So it's just interesting how coincidental these numbers just align. Dial M for murder in Gematria, the word murder sums to 79 and 83. Mathematics tells us that 79 is the 22nd prime number and that 83 is the 23rd prime number. Gabrielle went missing at the age of 23 and her fiance is 22 and her fiance is 23. Is this guy a killer? Is this guy a murderer? Did he sacrifice her to his satanic artworks? I don't know. Could I make a numerical case for it? Yeah, I just did, but it doesn't mean it's true, but it's interesting nonetheless. What I find even more fascinating is the number 128, or like not necessarily 128, but the combination of these numbers 128, 182, 821, the number 1, the number 2, and the number 8, of how much it shows up. I thought this was kind of interesting. From 7/8/2020, which is the murder artwork post with the phone number that Brian did, remember he posted this on 11/8. Gabby's birthday is on the 78th day of the year, and her name sums to 87. Well, the day of this post on 2020 to her upcoming 22nd birthday was exactly 8 months and 12 days. Why is that important? Well, we'll keep going. Gabby's 22nd birthday fell on the 182nd day of the Hebrew civil year. I know a lot of you don't even follow the Hebrew calendar. The only reason I follow the Hebrew calendar is because I do Gematria. And Gematria, if you know anything about Gematria, it's an ancient Hebrew Jewish practice. And so as an ancient Hebrew Jewish practice, I also follow the Hebrew calendar to go along with it. And I'm glad that I do, because coincidentally, I see that it's the 182nd day of the Hebrew civil year, which is her 22nd birthday. He posted this 8 months and 12 days prior to her 22nd birthday on the 182nd day. 8/12, 812, 182. Gabby is considered a missing persons, which sums to 182. Her fiance's name is Brian Laundrie, which sums to 128, 182 on the 182nd day, 8 months and 12 days till her birthday. The road trip started on July 2nd, 2021, which is a day leaving 182 left in the Gregorian year. On August 12th, written 8/12, was the day they were pulled over by the police with the body cam footage that is surfacing. Gabby's father orders Uber Eats for her on August 28th, which is the last time he personally spoke to her, 8/21. Oops. The last text message received, I spelled that wrong, was on 8:30. Why is that important? Well, 8:30 marked the 165th day of Gabby's 22-year-old age. The word 22 sums to 165 and 39, and the number 39 sums to 128. So on the 165th day of Gabby's 22-year-old age, 22 sums to 165 and 39, her family receives her last text message, and they don't even believe it's from her, but 39 sums to 128. Brian Laundrie returned home September 1st, which just so happened to be the 167th day of Gabby's 22-year-old age. 167, the 39th prime number. 39 sums to 128. Gabby's last Instagram post was made on a day leaving 128 days left on the Gregorian year. So what is with this number 128, 182, 821, what have you? For whatever reason, this number pops up significantly everywhere on the timeline. Don't know what it means, but it's there. Gabby's last MK Ultra Instagram post. Her last post was made on August 25th. We talked about this, right? I think. No, not here. Oh, actually, you know what? There's one other 128 I want to add here before I move on. Guys, let's ask the question. Where's Gabby? 182. Where's Gabby? 182. Where is she? 182. Where's Gabby? He posts artwork 8 months and 12 days to her 22nd birthday. Her birthday happened to fall on the 182nd day of the Hebrew Civil Year this year. She's a missing persons, 182. His name, Brian Laundrie, sums to 128. They started the road trip on the 182nd day, or a day leaving 182 days left in the Gregorian calendar. They were pulled over by the police and was on body cam on August 12th. Her father last spoke to her ordering Uber Eats personally on 8/21. We know that Gabby's 22 years old, 165 and 39. The last text message was on the 165th day of her age. 39 sums to 128. Brian Laundrie, who sums to 128, returned on the 167th day of her age, the 39th prime number. 39 sums to 128. And her last post was made on a day leaving 128 days left in the Gregorian. So her last post was made on August 25th. Where is she? Where is Gabby? Which marked 159 days since her 22nd or 22-year-old birthday on the 78th day of the Gregorian year. The number 78 sums to 159 and 165. There's that number again. And of course, the number 22 sums to 165 and 78. We also know that 22 also sums to 39. 39 sums to 128. Brian Laundrie sums to 128. Brian Laundrie, 128. Her last Instagram post was 159 days since her 22-year-old birthday on the 78th day of the Gregorian. 78 sums to 159 and 165. 22 sums to 165 and 78. The word monarch butterfly, or the words monarch butterfly, sums to 87, a reflection of 78. And her name, Gabby Petito, sums to 87. That was her last Instagram post. It was a monarch butterfly. She was standing behind the monarch butterfly. This would be the 165th day on the Hebrew religious side of the calendar. 78, 159, 165, 22, 165, 78. The day of this post, August 25th, her last post, 159 days since her 22-year-old birthday. Just happened to be the 165th day of the Hebrew religious side of the calendar as well. The caption says, Happy Halloween. A distance of 67 days till Halloween this year. The words blood sacrifice sums to 67. Now, I'm getting into some controversial topics here, but monarch mind control is a real thing. Monarch mind control, it's a real thing. Monarch programming, mind control, MK Ultra, it's symbolic through a lot of images. Monarch butterflies are huge when it comes to symbolism, when it comes to the MK Ultra program, when it comes to the mind control program. So I just thought it was interesting that her last photo was behind a mural of a monarch butterfly. And then you add in all the other numbers that go with it. Was it an MK Ultra Instagram post? I don't know. I have no idea. But the imagery is there, the numbers are there, the symbology is there. Pretty crazy stuff. So, was she a satanic murdering sacrifice? That's the question. I have no idea. I'm just looking at this information given from news sources on the internet. I'm just plugging in numbers from dates. I'm just showing you what I put together based on what I normally do for my sports predictions. Excuse me, my sports predictions. This is basically what I normally do if I was going to make a sports prediction for a game, but I'm doing it with news. I don't believe in hindsight theory really when it comes to Gematria. I like to make fun of it a lot of times, and I'm actually practicing this right now. But I do want to say that I have no idea if this is legit or not. Even though I can make the numerical connections, the imagery, all this stuff, even though I could put all of this together, it doesn't mean a gosh darn thing. It doesn't mean Brian is satanic, even though he intentionally hid the inverted pentagram in his artwork. He intentionally did that. Doesn't mean he's a murderer, but it's suspect. Just a lot of this is suspect. But who knows? Maybe she'll show up. Maybe she's not dead. Maybe she's alive. So all of this would mean nothing if she just shows up alive. So, but anyway, to close this out, let me show you the storyline dates. July 2nd, they left New York. July 5th, they were in Kansas. The 10th, they were at Grand Sand Dunes. July 16th, Zion Park. The 20th, Cedar Breaks. 21st, Bryce Canyon. 26th, Mystic Hot Springs. The 30th, they were at Canyonlands, Mesa Arch. This all looks relatively normal. Now, from July 30th through August 12th, there's a bit of a gap there. There's about a 13-day gap there. And this was actually the day that they were pulled over by the police. So there's a bit of a gap there, like a 2-week gap. And then they get pulled over by the police. And this is where it gets a little bit more interesting, too, is the next day they're in Moha, Utah, where a potential double homicide victim was last seen. And this is also the day that Brian posts his last Instagram post, August 13th. So they get pulled over on the 12th. 812, 812, we talked about that number, the 812, 128, all that. The next day, there's a double homicide of a newlywed couple in Utah, and they were last seen on August 13th. It's a very close location of where these couples are. I know the news stories already came out today that says that these two stories are not linked. They're two different completely stories. I already know that. But I also know that anything that's in the news is probably bullshit too. So take it for a grain of salt. But yeah, so the double homicide victims were last seen, and this is also the same day that Brian made his last Instagram post for the entire trip. August 17th, Brian actually flies back home to help his dad do some type of moving or something. So the month of August is interesting. They get pulled over on the 12th. A double homicide. These newlyweds go missing on the 13th. They're last seen on the 13th. They go missing. 3 days later, Brian flies back to Florida to help his dad. Gabby's still in Utah, I think, or in a hotel in Utah. On the 18th, the day after he flies back, on the 18th is when the two women who were last seen on the 13th show up. They were shot dead in Utah. On the 19th is when they post their first and only YouTube video. I assume it was Gabby that did it. She was probably sitting in a hotel room from the 17th through the 23rd when Brian returns. But the timeline is interesting. 13th, two women go missing. He flies out on the 17th. The 18th, the bodies are found. The 19th, the YouTube video is posted. The 21st is when Gabby's dad orders Uber Eats. So again, there's the number again, 821, 812. So from 812 to 821, just some interesting behavior here, I guess. And then Brian returns on the 23rd. They're both last seen together checking out of the hotel on the 24th. The 25th is supposedly when the last phone call and the last Instagram post was made. The 30th is supposedly when the last text message was sent. Brian returns home on the 1st. 9/11, never forget. Missing persons officially filed. And that is what I have for now. Thank you for watching. I hope I am completely wrong about the MK Ultra and murdering part of it. I hope it's all just made up shit that I did. But yeah, thanks for watching. I don't know if this gave any good information for anybody, but this is just what I did today and the information I put together, and it is what it is. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it.